Are you seeing a shift in the market? More inventory, higher interest rates? Let's take a look as we dive into our September market update. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Donnie Hathaway. I'm a real estate ninja right here in Palm Harbor, Florida. Now in today's video, we're talking about the real estate market update for the month of September 2021. Again, we're going to be looking at the same few stats every single month so we can start to see some trends as to what's happening, what direction the market is actually heading, and maybe we can make some predictions about what we might see in the next couple of months. Now, as a reminder, these updates are going to be strictly for residential homes inside of Palm Harbor. If you would like more information on a different city that you're living in, just private message me and I'd be happy to send that information over to you. All right, so let's jump right into it. So the first number we're going to look at is the median sales price. Now, the median sales price for the month of September 2021 was $340,000. Again, that's residential homes. For this time last year, so in September of 2020, it was $285,000. So again, just like we saw last month, quite a significant increase in the median sales price of a home over a 1 year span. So again, if you bought a home last year at that price point at $285,000, that home would now be worth about $340,000 if you did nothing to it, if the home remained the same. So quite a significant increase in the amount of equity that one could have gained if they bought a home last year. Now, the next number that we're going to look at is the number of new listings that hit the market in the month of September. So for this year, 2021, we had 154 new listings become available in the month of September. September of last year of 2020, we had 168. So a slight decrease there. Maybe some seasonality, maybe some differences in what happened last year with COVID. As we were coming out of, people coming back to work in the market, kind of building up momentum during 2020. So not a huge difference, but something to keep an eye on. And maybe, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, maybe that's one of those numbers that we can kind of start to see some trends and make some predictions moving forward as to what we're seeing. Something to think about too is, the number of new listings that are hitting the market, generally takes about 30 to 45 days before those properties are, if they go under contract during that month as well, before they're being sold. So, if we start to see a decline in the amount of new listings that are becoming available, it's probably going to mean a decline in the number of pending home sales, which is also going to relate to the number of closed sales. We'll see a decline in that as well. Okay, so the last number that we're going to look at is that closed sales price to original list price ratio. So what the property closed at compared to what it was originally listed at. Now for this month of September in 2021, it was 100%, which we've seen over the last 5-6 months. It's been right at 100% every single month for the last 5-6 months. Compared to this time last year, we were at 98.2%. So this time last year was starting to increase and get up to that 100% ratio. Something to keep in mind too, or something a good number to watch as well as we move forward, as we see, if more inventory becomes available, we might see that number start to decrease. But if inventory is going to remain low, that number is probably going to remain high just because of the supply and demand. There's a ton of buyers out there that are looking for homes and just not enough supply right now in the market. So again, 100% for that ratio this year, 98.2% for that ratio last year. Okay, and so the last thing that I want to wrap up on is the median sales price on a national level, and just kind of compare it to what we're seeing for our homes here in Palm Harbor. So if you remember back from the beginning, the median sales price for Palm Harbor was $340,000 for the month of September. Now on the national level, it was $356,000. So a slight decrease on the national compared to the national level, a little bit more affordable. Compared to our area. There's going to be some fluctuations in that number, from month to month. It just kind of depends on what properties are selling. We do have some higher end properties, along the coast and along Lake Tarpon as well, that reach over $1 million depending on the home. But so that's going to change that number, from month to month. So it's not something that we want to raise a bunch of alarms on, when we're looking at only on 1 month. But again, just like the other numbers as well, we want to kind of see trends and patterns and see if we can notice any differences or any trends that may be happening, and then that we can make those predictions as to what we might see in the future. That's only going to help you have a better understanding of the market, have a better understanding of your situation and what might benefit you and your family moving forward, and kind of help you decide, is now a good time for us to buy? Is now a good time for us to sell? So that's all we have for today's monthly market update video. I hope you found this information valuable. If so, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on that video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Feel free to share this information with anybody that you think would find it valuable and informative. And again, we're going to be doing these every single month, the first week of every single month. Hope you guys are having a great week. We'll see you next time.